Well, good morning, folks. I had kind of a spur of the moment thing. We've got these storms moving through Southern California, and on my patio, I got a ton of water. It filled up this small little bird feeding tray, which is about 3 inches deep and about 18 inches around. That's a lot of water. So what we're doing today. Yesterday, I went up the freeway and it was a blizzard going on the 8 East from Alpine, California. And today we're going to go up and just see how much snow there is. And the Marauder's going to get dirty, but that's okay. I'm going to have the heater on full blast because it's only like about 40 some odd degrees. Well, actually, it's 49. So when I get up there, I'll show you. Okay, what we got going on here, you can see the snow. I can see the snow. We got a little bit of misting on the windshield. I promise to try and keep it as clean as I can. Feel some wind up there. I'm in the Marauder today because it's super heavy, but these are not the best snow tires. If you go slow enough, though, it's okay. Just got to dispense with some of this here traffic. And something doesn't smell good. Something stinks. Now, I have no intention of going up into the mountains because I looked at the Mount Laguna, California webcam. Go look it up on Google. And this morning I saw that there was quite a bit of snow. Really, really deep. Guy makes it hard on me. This car is made to run. She's got long legs. But anyway, I looked at the webcam up there and they got buried up there. Looks like, I don't know, at least a foot of snow. The roof cam was kind of knocked out for a bit, but yeah. I saw they had one of those flashing signs on the side of the road that said winter conditions ahead. Yeah, you think? Starting to look really pretty. Great for black and white photography. I brought the second camera. If I get out, but I don't know. It's 38 degrees out there. That's pretty darn cold. There's a Jeep guy going somewhere. Thank you, Mr. Ford Super Duty. You're on YouTube, old guy. Wait a minute. I'm an old guy too, but I don't look that old. Car's feeling good. This is one of my first road trips that I took off without a full tank of gas. And we are a little bit over half. But let's see. The car computer says it actually doesn't talk. So far, it's cost me $6. Nope, it's not going to tell me. But this car with a full tank of gas driving like a normal person in like mileage mode, I can get over 400 miles in a tank. And then I stop at a gas station and I can fill up in about 5 minutes and get another 400 miles in a tank. Now you can't do that in the EV. And of course, I wouldn't be out here in 38-degree weather in my electric vehicle. That would be pushing it. Yeah, I can feel the wind. I can't see the wind though. Of course, it's a scrub brush, so you're not going to see the wind. But anyway, looks like we got some mistiness coming up. When I get into heavier snow, I'll bring you back in. Well, I am very disappointed. I am at, according to my phone, at 4,200 feet, and there is no snow. So we're going to turn around, and we are going to try another place just to show you what we got. My type A personality just hates RVs. Get out of my way. Even though all my life I kind of wanted one. That would definitely be fun. A couple of years ago, this spot right here had about 3 feet of snow. Now up there I can see some dusting. Definitely some dusting up there. Let's go see. Yeah, big time disappointed. It's only 40 degrees. Got more rain coming though. It's supposed to rain all day at my house. And I am wanting some summertime weather. You know, this is kind of a nice little road. I haven't been up here in a coon's age. How far can we go? Looking for snow. I am at 4,400 feet. Civilization. La Posta Casino. Really? Close. Kumaye Wellness Center. Southern Indian Health Council. Wiper time. We've got single wide buildings here. This is kind of fun. We'll just make the video out of this. What you think? Hopefully I don't get snowed in going back home. I'm using the comedic microphone, and hopefully there's no more rattles. I think I found the rattle. It was the camera mount to the tripod, a little screw underneath that has that little D-ring. That was rattling. So I had put a piece of electrical tape on that. It's all the little details, you know. Here, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun at 30 miles an hour. Definitely to the west, because I believe, let's see, the car says I'm going north. North right now. So from the west, I see lots and lots of rain. Wow, this road goes on forever. Forever. I could drive wherever I want. I see horses out in fields. Oh, this is nice. This is so close. I could come up here. Oh, let's go back to Android Auto. Oh, I remember. This is it. This is the end of the road. If I was in my little EcoSport with four-wheel drive, I would take you on that road, but the Marauder is not a dirt road car. And so we are going to flip it around and go see if we can find some snow. So, kind of pretty out there. What do you think? Well, I don't know if you can see it, but it's snowing right now. Got a heavy wind coming. Looks like more snow. And I am sitting up here. Let's see. 4,300 feet. Or just checking things here. Hold on a second. Okay, so you folks who use a much more sensible system, 1,324 meters. And the snow is starting to come down pretty good. So we're going to go down and we're going to cruise along the freeway and see just how much of a blizzard we can get into. What do you think? I'm in a nice heavy car, so that works out really well. So see you in a bit. So I'm just going to have you ride along here with me, and we'll see what we see. Just rain now. Pretty disappointed. Not really disappointed, but I got out of the house, instead of watching YouTube. I think I'll make a YouTube video. I haven't done one in a while. Plus, I want to try the Comedic microphone, and I want to try it in DaVinci Resolve 19, I guess it is now. I'm having a lot of fun with that one. We are going to set our speed limit at 70 mph's. Guy's got a snorkel. Let's see, 70 miles an hour. I'm getting 30 miles to the gallon. That's pretty good, eh? It's my economy car. $39 degrees out there. PDC. Pretty darn cold. Yeah, I don't think we're going to experience any rain, folks. kind of hoping for some storm and Norman rain. That would be boss, as we used to say in the old days. One of the little side goals of today's little ride was getting all the dust off the Marauder and the little nooks and crannies. Sure, she's going to get some dirty on her sides and stuff, but this is the car I feel safest in doing storm chasing. Not necessarily doing storm chasing today, just kind of chilling in 40-degree weather, as a matter of fact. I saw on the news that down there in San Diego, California, they got walloped pretty good with rain. Feel sorry for those folks in the Palisades in LA. That's probably all the ashes are washed clean, I tell you that. And all the burn victims out there. So far, San Diego Gas and Electricity has done a fantastic job of, they've replaced all the, off to the side over there, they replaced all the wooden telephones with steel telephone poles and cleared, I mean, everywhere you go, they clear out all the brush and everything. And then when we had the Santa Ana winds, the first time the winds came through, my little apartment complex, which sits in the middle of Alpine, got the power turned off, which I agree with. But it was kind of funny that everything around me had power. But anyway, they turn off power in a big area. And then the second time we had the Santa Anas, they didn't turn the power off. So that was interesting. Get you some double action wiper going on here. I hate wipers, but then it makes it kind of hard to see making a video. Yeah, it's pretty good rain now. So I'll take a quick video of my little bird feeder fountain tray that I have sitting in the patio. And after 3 good rainstorms, it filled it up. And I think it's at about 3 inches now. The first storm, I got 1 3/4 inches. The second storm, I got a little over 1 inch. And then I know it rained last night, and I'll have to take another measurement because I'm going to have to spill it out and let it refill to actually see how much rain we're going to get. And so that's kind of a fun little thing to do. I know old people watch the weather all the time, right? We sit around and watch the grass grow. Get off my grass, honey. Shoot you with my shotgun filled with rock salt. That actually happened to me a long, long time ago. Me and some friends, we were going up through this housing area, and the very last houses was a row, and it ended up to be kind of a trail that led up to where we built a tree fort. Well, on the way, there was this old man, and he would sit there with this, I guess it was maybe a 410 or something, loaded with rock salt. And anyway, he took a shot at us back in the day, and I took a salt pellet in the butt. And, you know, back in the day, it was just something that happened. And today, oh man, that boy would be in jail, sued, everything. But yeah, just a little anecdote. But I do like watching them. I have my whole life, even when I was a young person, I loved the weather. When I was in the Navy, I was on the USS Arkansas, And we were out in the Pacific Ocean, and there were these two big typhoons out there, aka hurricanes. And we thought we would split the difference, go between them. But lo and behold, one of the storms hung a left turn, and we ran smack dab into that. And like idiots, another shipmate and I mean, there's like extremely high winds out there, high seas, and we went out in between the two deck houses. We were protected, but I could look at the waves, and at one point the wave was like 50 feet down, and then all of a sudden there's a wave that's like 50 feet above us. It was just, it would scare the bejesus out of you. I felt like a little cork. And of course we went back inside, and the captain said, stop all work, batten down the hatches, strap yourself in, we're in for a ride. Well, I didn't quite make it, and the ship took a hard, I mean, it tipped over about 30 degrees. It got close to where if the ship turns over too much to a side, the guns fall off back in the day. Anyway, I got launched like Superman across the little space I was in, and my shoulder ran into a cabinet, and the cabinet won. I hit the cabinet, and the cabinet won. I know that song. I can't sing. When I made Chief, I was ordered not to sing. But anyway, yeah, that was a rough ride. It was cool weather though. And in the Philippines, it rains there like you have never experienced. It's like turning on your shower and just getting under it and then staying there for an hour. And the funny thing is, this morning when I was prepping the car, the cameras and everything, I was out there mounting the camera, and my neighbor comes out with his leaf blower. I mean, it just got done pouring down rain, and he's out there blowing leaves, and then he starts blowing the puddles. And that brings me to that's a segue into my next story, my next Navy story. Sea stories, right? Well, we were out at sea, and same ship, had this officer, I guess he had a problem with standing water on deck. And I mean, it just got done pouring out there, and we were going to go into another big rain squall, and he says, I want you out on deck with the brooms and sweep the water off. And we're like, sir, with all due respect, are you effing kidding? So he ordered us to do that. So what we did is we gathered all the brooms on the ship and we threw them over the side. So he goes, yeah? Okay, well, I got an answer for you on that one. And he had a pallet load of brooms delivered from the carrier to the ship and made us go out there and sweep during the rain. See, that's the things that most people just don't understand about the military. My dad told me when he was in the Army, dug a hole and then take that dirt from the hole you just dug and put it back in the hole. It's called busy work. That's what they do. You know what? We're going to go back. We're going to see how far we can go on the Sunrise Highway, which goes up to Mount Laguna. So let's do a little turnaround, and when I get there, I'll bring it back in. Okay, so here we go. I think this is Highway 78, also known as Sunrise Highway. We're going to see just how far we can go. It's kind of snowing, I guess. The roads are rainy wet, so that's good. I have some of the best rain tires on a car. I got Michelin Super Sports, which actually are pretty good in the rain. But we're just gonna putt along. I see why. Uh-huh. I've always wondered. Now I see why. Wow, look at all the snow. And mind you, this is about 20 miles from home, 15 miles from home. Looks like they got about 2 or 3 inches here. If we start getting slushy, then I'm going to turn around because these tires are not snow tires. They're not Slurpee tires either. Yep, I had to do that, man. I probably shouldn't have done that, but super slow, no traffic. Starting to get pretty play misty for me. Hey, what movie was that? It was a movie. So it's not rain now, it's just snow. Car's gonna get muddy. It's gonna look like somebody who's been up in the snow. Starting to collect on the window. I see why again. Wow, everybody knows everything up here. Yeah, I hope you take the turnout, sir. Yeah, it's turning into snow now. So far, the road is pretty good. It's 32 degrees out there. Yikes. And all the snow people. Wow. It's a winter wonderland. I'm at almost 5,000 feet now. I'm going to let that guy go far away so we can just enjoy. Slurpee time. Slurpee alert. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, it's pretty out there. Pretty cold, too. Ain't this nice? So much better than sitting on my couch. watching YouTube. Snow's even stuck to the side of trees. Well, that's probably from the snowblower. Yep, here we go. It's Friday, so it's not too bad. Excuse me, coming through. Hitting some snow now. Wow. We're talking bright white. 31 degrees. When does the road ice? I think the better part of Valor is coming up pretty quick. Get some lowrider dudes. As long as we stay in the wet part, we're good. As he says with a question mark. How's the turnout look? The turnout is completely taken. As you can see, San Diego is up here. Oh, slipping and sliding now. We got to turn around. We got to back all the way down. All right, so instead of embarrassing myself for a bit, I'm going to shut this down until we get down to safer area. Well, that was fun and embarrassing. So what you shouldn't do is get into a situation that's really difficult. Not impossible, but I had to back down quite a ways because I couldn't get any forward traction. And so now I've had my fill of the snow. Bring on 100-degree summertime. Okay, we got grip now. But we're not going to push it. How about if you just enjoy some snow? I'm at about 5,000 feet right now. I'm a SoCal boy, actually a low-cal boy. I don't have extreme cold weather clothes. Even though I'm wearing sweats underneath Levi's, I've got electric socks on, t-shirt, sweater, And then a big old fluffy thing that my brother Don gave me. Thank you, Don. Yeah, we're pretty good now. Holy moly. My little 2018 Ford EcoSport with all-wheel drive and my knobby off-road tires would not have been a problem whatsoever. But it really wasn't the goal of the day to go see this much snow. So you're getting a treat. Southern, low Southern California snow. Right now we're in clouds. Quick pause and restart. Now it's 21 minutes to home according to Google. So, man, I got to turn down the heat in this car. Got some work cut out with you boys. We need some defrost action. This is fun. My tire tread track is twice his tire tread track. See, if I were smart, this is as far as I would have gone. But I never claimed to be smart. I have too much adventure in my blood. I knew I wasn't going to be stuck up there all day. It was just a matter of backing down till I got some solid earth underneath my fat road racing tires. And I was able to do a technically correct Y turn. It wasn't bad. Yep, see the freeway down there. What's for lunch today? What are we going to eat? What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. 1300 Navy time. And I hope you can hear my voice over all this stuff. I'll find out when I put it on DaVinci. Been learning how to do the car noise reduction thing. Make a decision. There we go. All right. We are solid. Let's go home. Ow. Yes, that's the way I drive. That is the way I drive. Please can't hear me. The thing that's going to suck is if it's raining really hard at home, is getting all the camera equipment and stuff. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not going to be that hard. I have a kind of a cold bag that I would use in the summertime out in the desert. And a lot of times I use that as my man purse. I put all the cameras in there, drinks, everything that I need, wallet, all that stuff. All goes into that. It sits on the front seat. And so I'll go in the house, get that, fill her up, get back in the house, turn on some heat maybe. Although all these clothes I have on, I'm probably going to be pretty toasty at home. Right now it's a whopping 34 degrees. Wow. I'm surprised it's rain. You probably don't want to see the rest of this boring ride home in the rain. So, for a spur of the moment, going up to see if the summit had snow, and then ending up going towards Mount Laguna, California, and doing the stupid thing of having to back down because the tires had zero grip. And I knew that was going to happen. But anyway, quite the adventure for the day. And I want to thank you for coming along. And, oops, footnote, it's snowing. Probably like hard snow. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming along on another ride along with Randy. And I'll see you on the next adventure.